Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Alt Tabbed here on the Eternal Alt. And guys, obviously we are back in Final Fantasy XIV. I know I typically kind of rotate in episodes and stuff like that because I typically play different games most every night. But at work today, that last hour or so, I was just sitting there thinking, man, I'm ready to get home. I want to get dinner done and jump on Final Fantasy because I wanted to kind of continue on. We were pushing pretty hard through storyline, and I was, kind of getting pumped for it. And then I had to stop because, life calls. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get on with the next part of the storyline. So the Waking Sands is where we needed to go, and we're going to go ahead and hit an Aetheryte ticket. Now, I don't have 2.5 hours or anything like that, so we're literally going to just push as far as we can, because that's all I can do. But I'm going to go ahead and start up whatever they're going to send me to do next, and then I'm going to join a duty, because I need to do that. I want to try to get to 45. I would like to do whatever we can do here. As far as storyline goes, as far as we can get in the storyline would be great, but oh yeah, I forgot about this. And so yeah, as you can see, bad things have happened. Now we're searching for survivors. And there we have it. Okay, we can skip the cutscene, so we're going to, but basically the Garleans came and took our friends. So that's that's the main thing. They beat up and killed a lot of people, and then took our friends, or at least one of our friends. And obviously you can guess who that is, being that we're at the place where Menphilia always is. Let's see. So we've got to go to the Saint Adama Ladama church, which I can't remember if that's anywhere close by. I'm just gonna, yeah. I haven't gone and collected my cash yet. I'll do that one. I'll do all that later on, because it's, not really a whole lot to it. You saw me do it yesterday. All right. Oops, almost forgot. I like to zoom in for the shot at the very beginning on this, and sometimes I forget that I got to zoom back out so that I'm not like right in the... Let's see. Yes, we've endured great suffering. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Curse my enemies, Father. Call down divine vengeance upon those who butchered my friends. The wild roses are dead, Father, and I know not what to do. We're going to go with that one. He's obviously a friend of the Scions. How could this have happened? You're certain that Spinfilia was among those taken by the Garleans? Of course she was. I have foreseen it. Or I foresaw it. Or I saw it, the history of it. Yeah. We're still a fair amount ahead here. We're going to go pick that up. So yeah, while this is all happening, while we're running around, just running from, deadhead thing to deadhead thing. All right, I'm going to go ahead and register for a duty because I would really like to get that level, to get that next level underneath me. and then I'll wait until I hit level 50 and do the level 50 quest before I switch. I think I am going to switch to red mage. I'm pretty sure that's what I want to do, and so that's kind of the game plan. All right, traveling goldsmith. Hand him the coin purse. Yeah. Back up there. Let's see, is this? No, I think this is the right one. I think this is the one that takes you to the level with the cathedral. Well, not really a cathedral. It's really just a church. Well, you could make the circle around. It does put you a little further out, though. So it makes sense to keep doing this. At some point in time, I'm going to have to come back and start clearing up all these side quests. That's the kind of stuff when I don't feel like talking to a microphone. And I just want to put, a YouTube video on, or a show or something that I'm kind of, using a second monitor content. That's the kind of stuff I do when I'm just not really wanting to pay attention. Let's see. Let me skip the cutscene. I keep forgetting to do that. I get, as many times, we're on, this is what, episode 9, I think. And I still sit and forget to do the cutscenes. Let's see. Yep, there we go. Okay. Now she's going to send us on. Oh, I meant to do real quick. Where is it? System, sound. I want to turn the music up just a little bit. Everything else I think sounded pretty good, but I just want to get the music going. All right, merchant outside the Waking Sands. I've got so many of these Aetherite tickets. Bunches of them. Okay. Gotta hit the greens. Also need to turn him to a healer. Meow. And the Vesper Bay shopkeep. And then we gotta do something with the bodies. If I recall, yeah, we gotta pick them up. Hopefully that background music's coming through a little bit better. I kind of felt like I need to fill the void with talking, but sometimes I'm like running one direction or another, and it's just nice to have a little something else kind of kicking in there. I think the combat sounds and everything were pretty good. It's a constant work of trying to keep up and make changes. Okay, get them to the coachman. Meow. Meow. And back again. Of course, this is an unfortunate thing that we're having to do because these are all, fallen scions. These are our colleagues, our friends. And so we're having to gather up their corpses because they were killed by the Garleans. I didn't realize how far we were in to the storyline. Okay. All right, where is he? Oh, back over here. Right. I forgot. Okay, back up the thing here. Yep. So your chocobo time is always counting down unless you're on the mount, actually riding a mount. So, like, even if you're standing still, it's best to be on your mount so you don't run down your chocobo time. Alright. Alright, so... Oh, we gotta take Neuraxia back. Yep. Bury me not on the lone prairie. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. Starting to get pretty high level here. 100 is the top though, so I mean we're not anywhere near the top, but we're starting to get to a level where going around the original maps is not too dangerous. And so, unfortunately, our little sylph friends are sad. We're all sad. No one likes the little sylphs to get killed. Alright, back to Camp Drybone. Alright, and back up. And turning into here. Oh, I could have gone the other way. Oh well. Yeah, we're just gonna stick with the money. Show me the money! I would much prefer the money because I'm basically building all my own gear anyway. Which reminds me, I'm getting about to the point I'm going to have to make another set. The only thing is I haven't worked a lot on my crafters. Over the last week or so. Okay. All right, knocked him out. Oh, there we go. That's what we were looking for. I like to set the leveling duty while I'm doing basic stuff like this, running around doing the quests, because, you know, it kind of takes your mind off the fact you're not just standing around waiting for the duty to queue. Of course, if I was healing or tanking, I would get in way faster. But, oh boy, gotta do this one. At least I don't have to lead it. Alright, let's see. Party. Nope, nope, nope. Sometimes people just cannot be bothered to... Come on, bro, get the... This is already all jacked up, so the first mistake, DPS and the healer go running down the stinking So I'm probably going to die basically here in a second. Trying to survive, but and somehow I did. Holy smokes, we got back just in enough time to get the... So the tank, what happens sometimes, I don't know if there was anything in this room, I can't remember, but sometimes... Oh yeah, there's a key. You need the key. Why are these people passing stuff? You never know if what's going on is because people are inexperienced or because they're too experienced. Yeah, we got a darn DPS that's trying to grab... They're turning in and attacking instead of letting the tank grab aggro. That's going to be very difficult later on. Because you got to let them do their thing, you know. We're going to get the key. Great. It's going to be one of those kind of runs. It's going to be one of those kind of runs. Okay. Well, nuts. Come on, get over there. Yeah, they're just dragging through. Okay, now I'm just gonna kill him. Oh, I did fire it off. Well, darn it. Kind of staying back out of the area to hit. Yep, we're ignoring everything because that's how they're going to roll. Come on. Now we got to go through here and get to that key, I think, in that dungeon room there. Yep, definitely one of those kind of runs. But we can do it. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. Is it this one or the next one? I guess it's the next one. Yeah, you have to have the key. Well... Oh, heck. I was hoping they wouldn't be able to follow us over the top, but oh well. So we got the DPS running around doing their own thing. We've got a tank who can't decide if he's going to like go with the, overpowered way of doing things. And I'm not sure about the healer at this point. We'll see kind of how that works out, but Jester first. Alright, let's get this shot going here. Alright. Come on. Kill that Jester. I think the Jester's the one that's got the big hit, and you don't want to give him any opportunities. I have to say, healers in Final Fantasy, they tend to they try to do DPS the whole time, which is different from any other MMO I've ever played, because healers are meant to heal. And so the idea that a healer would, be trying to do damage while trying to keep the tank alive or the rest of the room alive is just crazy to me, but that's how they do it. So now we're splitting. Why are we splitting? Don't split. I have to say, this one DPS is really getting on my nerves. And that's a Viper emblem. This person has played a significant amount of this game. I mean, you have to be level 80 to get a Viper unless you buy the boost. Which, I mean, I guess it could be the case. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe he just bought a boost and doesn't really know, but... Oh, yeah, turn around. There we go. Dodge the petrifying gaze. Usually when there's something like that that pops up and there's an eye emblem, it usually means they're fixing to fire something you don't need to be looking at. Oops. Come on. Of course, too close. And I couldn't get away from it. All right. All right. Oh, player commendation. We're going with the healer. We turned out to be much better. Not well. Okay, then. Nobody wanted it. Fine. I'll take it then. And that's going to put us up available for our 45 quest, which is great. And dang near to 46. I'm loving it. All right, let's see. I'm going to talk to Ilud again. And we're going to stick with that. And Alphano comes in and we'll kind of bypass. Yep, that got us to 46. We may hit 47 or 8. All right, he who waited behind. That's at Fallguard Float. All right, so we're going back to the Shroud. So I think what I'm going to do is go on back to Quarry Mill. And we're going to run the level 45 Bard quest. Oh, dang. I need to I need to extract materia. Extract materia. Yeah, see, I'm at the point now I need to make some 45 gear. But I need to well, I'm probably high enough level that I could make it right now. And I'm not going to do it right this second. But yeah, I definitely need to make some gear. God, I'm still like using the junk here. And honestly, I don't have anything because literally the best gear I have on me is the gear I have on me, literally, that I'm wearing. And I guarantee you that is not as good as what I'm wearing. Nope. All right, let's go. $35 gear will be plenty strong enough to do the 45 Bard quest. All right, Reign of Death. Shares a recast time with Bloodletter. Yeah. Looking forward to that, because we'll set it right here on the tab right beside Bloodletter. And we'll be able to use it to, let's see, the bouquet at the Fallen Gamaria Ruins, which is at Fallguard Float. Can you believe it? Okay. Okay, let's see. Did that. And now, gonna run out into the fields here, or float out, fly out, whatever you want to call what I'm doing right now. Ride out. I'm doing something out. Alright. Do that. Pick this up. And then we go back to Fallguard Float. So that was talking for the cold reception. This is the actual mission we're on. I'm assuming if you're there, you might as well just go ahead and do it, you know. 37, a little bit higher than I want to just fool with. Let's see, we'll go around. Oh, there it is. Doing it the Bard way. $49's the top out. We're at 46. Should be plenty strong enough. And there's our Bard friend. Skip the cutscene. Let's see. All right. Oh, nuts. I hit that at the wrong time. Darn it. We're legitimately probably better geared than a lot of people that run this quest. Oh. So start back over here. I ain't even thought about poisoning him. That was like no problem. And skip through. All right, let's see. Quarry mill. Whoops, thought I hit that. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, and then no. There we go. All right. South Shroud. Don't know why I jumped off my mount. Need to use it. Got the speed boost. Need to be using the speed boost. All right. Yusa. Yes, you. And complete. And then get the faint voice carried on the winds of time. How poetic. Oh, did we? Oh, we had not done the 40. Oh. Okay. Okay. I did not notice that I had not done the 40 quest, and so there you have that. Let's slide that over to there. Unfortunately, I got to go into some, like, actual dangerous territory here. Ah, nuts. Let's get over here where I can actually fight. Come on. Oh, good. Run away! Yeah, run away. There, do I have to go around? Probably. Nuts. I'm not gonna fight this guy. There we go. Boarhide. Alright. Well, it's nice to pick up a little bit more boarhide. here. I'm trying to avoid these enemies so I can get... Annoying. Alright. I'm just going to go ahead because I know he's going to hit me anyway. Come on. There it is, frayed sack. Okay. So now I've got to go to the half stone. Where's that at? Airport. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Yeah, I'm closer to... Want to make sure I'm going to the right places here. Spend the money as wisely as possible. Now, the only bad part is that means I've got to go through all that fairly dangerous area. Alright, let's see. So we're going into Sylphlands, which is great, but like some of that gets pretty stinking dangerous. I mean, if I wanted to be cheesy about it, I could just switch to Reaper and like nothing here would even look my way. But I don't really want to do that. Feels kind of cheap. Let's see. Over here, we're just going to blow past the sylphs. Blow past them. I think it's going to be my game plan here is just blow past the enemies because I don't really feel like fighting anything. I'm just trying to go finish a mission. And I'm not going to get enough XP to make it worth stopping to fight. And there's so many enemies that literally I'll get hit a truckload. Let's see, up here, around the corner, sylph. I mean, I'll take them on when I have to, but right now I don't have to. Oh, there's a bunch of them out here. Alright, so we'll get over here, we'll turn around and take on whatever we gotta take on. And it looks like just one was interested enough to come fight with us. Alright. Frayed sack. Okay. So now I'm gonna go. Let's see. I'm thinking I need to go ahead and probably let me go sell some stuff and turn in some stuff. Golly, Bill, it's busy for a weeknight. Let's see. Let me go ahead, complete these. I have got so much Spectrum dye. Attributes and gear. Does anybody have anything? Nope. Oh, he can't take that one, or she can't take that one because that's what my character is using. 39. Oh, it's still. Yep, there's nothing to give them because I've got to make gear for all my other people. All right, we're going to assign the venture, Woodland Exploration. Keep going. Oops, I did not mean to pick her again. Sorry. Don't want to interrupt. Grenade ash. And since I already know there's literally nothing to give, I'm just going to reassign from there. Competence materia, and we'll reassign from there. Still trying to level them up. Alright, let's see. So now, it was half stone, I believe. Yeah. Oh. Hang on. I remember I was going to sell stuff, get rid of stuff. Hold on. Oh. Oh, yeah, that's right. When you start getting up into these upper levels, those items start getting used to... Oh, gosh, I need to sell a bunch of those. Tells you how much concern I've had over it. There we go. Alright, so anyway... Got that done. So when you get up into these higher levels, they start... Oh yeah, go do this. They start giving you gear pieces. And I think at 50 you end up with a full set. I'm almost positive you end up with a full set at 50. And so... That's a pretty big deal. Line provisioning missions, expert delivery. There we go. Get rid of all these. Literally nothing I'm interested in. Alright. Now I will hit the ale port. Okay. So the only thing we got left as far as gear are these pieces here. Alright. And my speed is not as high out here. But I also don't think I have gone to all the areas yet. Yeah, I still haven't crossed through over there, and I am not level syncing because I could care less. Or perhaps I couldn't care less. Maybe that's the correct phrasing. Ooh, big. We're declining that at the moment, though, because that's a side quest, and we're not side questing. Oh, heck. I gotta. I gotta. Because, like, that homeboy there is somebody I need to kill. Oh, wait a minute. Duh. I have got access to that. Use that. Yes, I know this guy's not a part of the fight there, but Come on. We can do it. We can kill this guy. About got him. And down he goes. And because I'm here, I need to do this. Take him out. I need one more of those. Oh, there's one. Yeah, I want to knock this off while I'm here. Let's see. All right, knocked off the shelf scale Sahagin. This is the reason why I carry a chocobo that's got the healing capability. That's why I use that. Because he makes this kind of stuff a much more survivable situation than were I to... let's see, where is... Oh, there it is. There to be... Okay, and then we got to go to Rubon's Push. Ooh, I have not even collected there. Okay. So I'm going to have to get that Aetherite too while I'm up there. Good news, this is a pretty wide open area, so I should be able to avoid most everything. If not, some of this will be rather interesting. There we go. Turn it to where I can actually see the basilisks. I've been out here with gatherers already, so, you know, not that big a deal there, but let's see. Yeah, I got to do some new gear. I've got to do a new set of gear for everybody once I can get the crafters up high enough to do it. All right, let's go ahead and collect that. I've just had no need to come out here. Now, we're also getting close to a Garlean base. Oh yeah, hoplite commanders. Oh, nuts. Do I have to... Can I jump up? Please let me jump up there. Come on. Yes. Don't have to go around those guys. That is such a pain having to dodge those people. Alright, we got it. And we have been sent all over the place. But we got what we needed. Alright, let's see. Turn up in here. And there is our mentor. And poof. Alright, so we've done that one. Of course, we didn't get anything for it, which is so weird to me, but it's okay. One of the main things we needed was Rain of Death, and that I'm very happy to have. Alright. I'm going to make sure that fires distance. Yep. Okay, making sure. Oh, that's right. I got to fight two of them because reasons. I was making sure, it's just because I was up close, I was making sure that wasn't an AoE around me. I didn't think it was, but, you know. Alright, so we've done that. Oh, yeah, I got enough time to work this next part. Let's do it. Ooh. Man. Oh, we're going back to Corthus. I don't know if I've taken you guys with me here or not. I probably have. Oh, which reminds me. That reminds me. These, I believe, are all mine. And there you have it. I've got some 45 gear. So really, all I got to do is make a new bow and a chest piece, and I need to do some. The only thing that's even remotely close to my level is the neck piece. I'm gonna tell you, I think these are some of the most hideous outfits. I don't like those at all. Oh, I can't glamour plate while mounted. Where are we? There we are. There we go. Okay, so I need, is there a repair guy here in town? Yes. Looking for the repair guy. Merchant and Mender. Alright, we're going to repair gear first. All the equipped. Oh, that's pretty good. That's all fair. It's alright. That's alright. That's okay. Now, we're going to say we're purchasing items, but it has nothing to do with us purchasing anything. I am going to, let's see, sell that. That's going to stay. That's going to stay. That's going to stay. I don't need that bow anymore. You have to go through every so often and clear some of this, or you'll end up having too much crap. I can't turn that one in, I don't think. I'll try, but I don't think I can turn that in. Why is the linen bandana better? Oh, but it's not. Yeah, it's better, a little bit better armor, but the stats are nowhere even close. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's what it is. Okay, let me sort that. Put this up here. Velveteen gown. Fairly certain I'm done with that, but I can't be 100% sure. We'll return that to inventory and just see. Let's see, we're done with that. Yeah, we're done with that. We are also done with that. Yeah, I'm done with that. I won't be going backwards anytime soon, and by the time I'm ready to use other classes, it'll be, let's see, I'll have so much stuff, it won't matter. All right. And then boots. And sell. All right. Yep, that'll work. Okay, so I've done that. Merchant and Mender's done, and I'm tempted to go ahead and do a leather chest piece, but I'm at 46, and I'm sitting here thinking, I believe at 50, I'm going to get a full gear set. I do think I do need to do one thing, though. I wasn't thinking about it just a minute ago, but I am thinking about it now. I need to do a new bow. Oh boy, I don't know if I am high enough level. I'm a 29 carpenter. I bet I can't. Well, I can make a mithril cavalry bow, oak composite. I can't make it though. Boy, that would be a big jump. Oh man, and I've got all the stuff. But I can't make it. I don't think. I don't have the, well, I don't have the required materials. Let's see. Beast sinew and oak lumber. I think I do. We'll see. I don't know if it's going to let me craft it. Beast sinew. Remove from saddlebag. 1. Because I've already got the algoat horns. I can try. It's going to... come on. Oh, hang on a minute. It's going to let me try. Okay. Cross your fingers. I don't know if I have enough juice to make this happen. We'll see. My crafting points. Oh, yeah, I think we'll be all right. Yep, I think we're going to be fine. Yep, we're going to be fine. Not a problem. Boom. Done. So we did make a composite bow. All right, so now... Whoops, didn't mean to pick that one. I got to let it go back in or it glitches out. There we go. And our friend there trying to make sure we're healed up. Let's see, we'll go ahead and place that. There we go. Pretty wild looking bow. I'm kind of wanting for the one that she carries, I'm wanting like a short bow look, which I can do obviously just in the transmog system. But not really any point in that at the moment. Right now, the important part is to make sure we get this knocked out. Dun 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 dun. I'm gonna tell you the music in Final Fantasy XIV, the score is just, it's so much fun. I like the rock and roll stuff. That's my typical type of music. So I like it, but even this orchestral stuff is really good. Oh, I think I have to go inside, maybe. Not inside there, apparently. Nope. Oh, right there. Dead gum. Alright. And now I don't need any of that. Sir Ludwig Flegleg. Alright. Kneeled overnight. Or keeled overnight. Oh. Alright. Take him out. Take him out. Alright. Let's aid the kneeled overnight. He got his booty kicked. We'll send him back. Okay. Well. Yeah, I'm not sinking for nothing interesting. Okay, where? In here? Yep. And then we go up the stairs. Not there. Keep going. And Forlamort. Push just a little bit further tonight. Go about maybe another 30 minutes, give or take, depending on what we're about to get into. Got a few things I got to do before I can go to bed tonight. And depending on how I'm feeling, we may pick up and do another episode of Final Fantasy XIV. And that's kind of how it works with the Eternal Alt. You just kind of, as you start going through things and enjoying different things, it's, you know. Alright, let's see. Yeah, as you start going through this stuff and enjoying more of it and... Oh, crud. Ugh. That hurt. Well, we're just going to have to heal up. That's what I keep him for. Alright. Meow. Yeah, that's just part of being the Eternal Alt. You play what sounds fun. And if, you know, I've had times... I haven't been doing this... I make it sound like I've been doing the Eternal Alt thing for years. It hasn't been that long, but I've had times where I haven't played any other game for like a week or two. You know... And then I've had times where I don't play the game, the same game twice in a row, you know, for a few weeks. It's just, you know, that's kind of how it goes. I was aiding him. I didn't notice the bar. I was like, why isn't it doing anything? Well, how wooed. You're not one of our knights. No kidding. I actually came to help. The Ishgardians are the ones. We're kind of in the middle realm between the world the realm we've come from and the Ishgardian realm. In Ishgard, they have their own ways of doing things. They're a theocratic society, and so they have a bishop that's basically the king. So there's obviously a lot of back history and story to it, but generally, to put it in a nutshell, there's a lot of mistrust between the Ishgardians and the people from our realm. Which our realm's basically the three areas we now know, or we're spending our time at this point. I'm dropping down. It'll be all right. It'll be fine. Can't die from it anyway. Let's see, down here. In here, maybe. There he is. Yeah, we're sticking with the gear we've been given. At least for now. Because the stats are just too good. Stats are too good. Can't get rid of them. Not right now. Alright, stolen wares. Which are much better than the stolen whats. Or the stolen whos. Or the stolen whys. Yes, yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Boom. And we'll hand that over. Alright, we're gonna cut that out. I'm sitting here like I can't skip the scenes. I told y'all I keep doing it. It's not because I want to, it's just how it keeps working. My brain is not firing on all cylinders. Probably hadn't done that in 10 years. Ah, nuts. I'm at that point in life where I walk into a room and go, why am I in here? And then when I give up and go walk back in the other room, it's like, oh yeah, now I remember. Turn around and walk back in. Alright, let's see. Ha. Let's see. I go wither the wild rune. Oh. Is that an Aldous in your pocket, or are you just happy to meet me? I didn't pay attention to what was said, so I didn't remember what I was supposed to say. All right. Clean off my glasses there. Let more of that go than I normally would. All right, let's see. Out the door. Let's see. Go up and inside. Not there, apparently. Maybe in here? Ah, Hushfont. This guy becomes a pretty big part of the story. Oh. By the way, what we're looking for right now is an airship, or what's left of an airship. Come to find out, the hooded man that we met at the church is a Garlean, who, which are the bad guys, but he's not a bad Garlean, he's a good Garlean. And he's also like a genius builder, so that comes in handy later on. Okay, running back over here to speak to the next person. Oh, back down into the... Well, we got a long way to go. Yeah, a lot of these that got to be done. Okay. Probably inside here. Yep. Then we got one more. We gotta go all the way south. Okay. Now I have to work around to find them. Yep, back up in the tower. Okay. Circling around. I think by the time y'all see this, I will be on vacation. And I hope to be resting about this point in time, but I will, obviously, if anybody leaves comments or anything, I'll check my app every so often just to see if anybody's commented or anything. Being that these are playthroughs, I realize I'm kind of catering to a specific niche. There's not people on YouTube typically tend to like curated content, where they would prefer me to be making, very heavily edited videos, and stuff, and that's just not what I'm trying to do here. And so I'm appealing to a smaller market, which is perfectly fine, because my philosophy has always been, find the people, the people that are going to come watch you. You want the ones that are actually going to show up to watch you to show up. If you throw, I'll have, I've got like a couple of pretty well edited videos on the channel, but that's not the core of the channel. But those heavily edited videos, if that's all people were coming for, they would end up being very disappointed, because this is the majority of what I do is playthroughs, and talking and stuff like that. Eventually, if I can work it out to where I can pretty much guarantee that every week I'll have at least a day, I will probably start streaming too. Oh, that's right. Gotta go through here. I'll probably end up starting streaming, if I can work that out. It's just, I've got to be able to have at least a couple of hours without, knowing I'm going to get interrupted. Because I know if I'm going to get interrupted, there's really no point in even trying. Alright, so we're going to search for the next guy. One of the things I do hate is I wish, with what we're doing right now, we're working our way through to get, we'll have to work our way into Ishgard. You have to open up enough of the storyline to finally be invited to go into Ishgard, which is, fine, whatever. But like 2 of the classes are locked behind that, and the classes are both level 30 starts. They're not like level 50 starts. And so if I was to get through, I'll be well over 50, I'm pretty sure, by the time we get to the... Yeah, he could attack me, but I don't think he's going to. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I'll be well over 50 by the time we get done, but... pick him up. But that means that if I get to the end and I wanted to play either the Machinist or the Dark Knight, I would not be able to just continue on the storyline with them. I would have to level them up. Which, that part I'm not wild about. That kind of bothers me. It's a small potatoes issue. I mean, obviously, it's not extraordinarily difficult, but if you were to go, oh man, I'd like to, you were playing a healer and you're like, man, I'd love to tank. Dark Knight looks like it'd be fun. Well, you can't really just jump on and do that. Alright, let's help the unnerved at night. Yeah, some stuff like that. That's the kind of thing I really think Final Fantasy could work on. I think they already do so much well that kind of thing, I think it feels kind of nitpicky to bring up, but it's a fair thing to bring up. You will not catch me having too many problems with Final Fantasy XIV. Long-time franchise players that, that this game has been like their whole life for years would probably have more they could throw in on that. That would give some negatives that I just don't see, being somebody who basically has always played Final Fantasy XIV in spurts. So like when I was playing DCUO, I played DCUO full-time, right? Content creator and all that since like 2015, I think is when I started my channel. And so, my original channel anyway. And so 2015, playing through and I hit a point where I just like absolutely burned out on DC, and I needed a break. And I went and I dove into Final Fantasy 14 for probably 8 or 9 months. I mean, played hard, and then I ended up going back to DC. And Final Fantasy's always been that game that I jump into it. I get heavily invested in it for a period of time, and then I'm like, okay, I gotta go do something else. And usually it was going back to DCUO back in the day, until I got to the point I just couldn't do that anymore. I hate that it worked out like that, but you know, I hate that I've never been able to stay in Final Fantasy 14 that long, but that's probably because I played Final Fantasy 14 when I was playing it like that. It was like all-consuming. That's what I did. Now, you know, I don't even log on every day, and so I'm hoping maybe that'll be the secret to me being able to continue to play, playing other games and getting other things from other games. I think that's one of the big things that helps. It helps you keep from burning out on your main MMO, is playing something else every once in a while. Because when you play your own MMO, like DCUO, I know that MMO. I mean, now a lot has changed in the time that I was out. That I've been out until I came back and started playing on the series that's here on this channel. And some things have changed, but a lot of things have not changed. So, I mean, I feel pretty confident that I could safely say that even with all the changes, I really understand 90 to 95% of what DCUO is. Okay? I'm pretty confident in saying that. And so, because I know the game that well, I know the weaknesses and things like that, and what I didn't like about the game, and some of those things I didn't like about that game, I love about this game. And so, what you do when you play MMOs like this, you play multiple, you learn to find the things you're looking for elsewhere, if that makes sense. That's what the Eternal Alt in a nutshell really is to me. It's being able to take, maybe you have a main MMO, maybe it's Guild Wars, maybe it's Lord of the Rings, whatever that MMO is, World of Warcraft. I mean, literally pick any MMO. You've got the things you mostly love in that game, but you know the weaknesses. You know where it's wrong. And being able to be the Eternal Alt and being able to go to another game and not feel guilty for skipping your main MMO for a day or two, it's a very freeing experience, and it really does help you avoid burnout, which is how I got to the point of doing what I'm doing now. All right, let's go down here. Hushfont. Our friend Hushfont. I really didn't know much about this dude early on. My first playthrough this, I really thought he was like going to be some kind of a jerkwad. He actually ends up being a really cool guy. Very selfless patriot to his people of Ishgard. His family's pretty awesome too, except his brother, who's kind of needs to grow up, but that's a whole nother matter. Alright, here we go. Yes, Lord Francis yet lives. Good. Yeah. Guillaume, the Inquisitor. Of course, they are the temple people. Okay. Was that a 45? Yes, it was. Okay. I think 42 is my max level. So I have to fight the dude that's the unyielding here. Get him with that one. That's a nice, that barrage is such a nice power. Alright. You're gonna force me to fight you, I'll do it. Alright. I think I'd be better served taking out the unyielding here. Well, I wish that barrage would come up a little faster. That's very handy-dandy ability. There we go. Take him out. Now it's just kind of a... Alright. Dropped them. And we pick up the rosary. What is... It's a draconian rosary. What did you think it was? Let's see. And there's intrigue afoot. But we're going to carry on. Because I am out of time. Let's go back, turn this in. And we shall see where we will be sent next. And once we figure that part out, I'm going to call a close to this episode because I got things to do. Oh, it's through here. That's right. Act like I haven't been in this door like 10 times already. And poof. 47. All right. Oh, man. They're like right there. But I got to stop. I've got to stop. I could keep playing, but I've got to stop. I may end up coming back, playing a little more tomorrow. We'll just see how things work out. So there you have it, guys. Another episode down. Got quite a bit done. Got through our 40 and 45 class quest. I thought I had done my 40. I guess that was the 35 I ran with y'all with me. I guess I just wasn't paying that close of attention. Yeah, we knocked those off, which is awesome. And so we'll be ready to carry on speaking to the witness. We'll do that in the next episode. So guys, if you enjoy this kind of content, definitely hit that like, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. And of course, as always, I will see you on the next alt.